Hi, this is Group Red, and we are here to offer the sustainability strategies for Uniqlo. Uniqlo is the biggest division of fast retailing. As compared to other Japanese-born cooperations, Uniqlo has a comparatively flat internal organizational hierarchy. It has more than 50,000 employees, and for brick-and-mortar stores, it has thousands of stores all around the world. It has other competitors like Zara, H&M, American Eagle, Urban Outfitters, Gap, and Muji. For the past few years, Uniqlo has had a lot of key events. For example, in 2018, Uniqlo collaborated with designer Alexander Wang to create a line of heat-tech layerable basics, including tank tops, leggings, underwear, and bodysuits. Also, in 2019, Uniqlo collaborated with Cause. However, there are also some negative events during the past few years. For example, in 2019, a number of Australian workers reported that bullying and harassment in the factory and also a toxic work culture. In 2020, the flagship store in Korea was closed due to low sales from COVID-19 and anti-Japanese protests. Also, in 2021, Uniqlo shirts were blocked at the US border over concerns of violations related to a ban on cotton products produced in the Xinjiang region of China due to reports of forced labor. For big picture financials, the full year revenue profit was 2,008.8 billion yen in 2020. It has a negative 0.5% loss and a 10% estimated increase in operating profits by August 2021 compared to 2020. For future growth strategies, clear and differentiated brand focus helps Uniqlo stand out from other brands. Constant and unique brand innovations make Uniqlo the go-to place for classic and dependable apparel. Unparalleled in-store experiences gives customers another reason to keep coming back. Engagement with local communities through a CSR approach created positive brand recognition. Sponsorship of prominent athletes through the Global Ambassador Program helped Uniqlo break into new markets. Last but not least, localized and personalized approach to social media outreach allows Uniqlo to connect to their customers.
Here comes the sustainability assessment. The overall score we gave Uniqlo is 32. As to transparency, it uses HIG index to monitor environmental performance and disclosed all of its major suppliers, but not of tier 2 ones and beyond. As compared to 2013, Uniqlo has achieved a nearly 40% reduction in emissions and developed technology to reduce 99% water use in the finishing process of jeans, but it doesn't set any clear and quantitative targets in reducing hazardous chemicals or pollution. Uniqlo made a big progress in eliminating virgin polyester and banning fur, and joined BCI to source ethical cotton. As to workers' rights, Uniqlo builds programs to empower women and help refugees. However, it had been accused of human rights abuses of excessive and unpaid overtime and chemical hazardous workplace environments. The brand has made great efforts in reducing plastic and recycling materials to realize a circular business model. However, the recycle programs are very limited in regions and materials, and also lack transparency.
Towards sustainability performance, Zara is rated not good enough, worse than Uniqlo and Reformation. Before 2025, Zara will use 100% sustainable linen and cotton, as well as 100% recycled polyester. It also has a repair and reuse program called Closing the Loop. However, Zara is not taking adequate steps to ensure payment of a living wage for its workers. It fails to disclose the exact number of resources used during the production, making it hard to measure the implication of their sustainability goals.
The third brand we choose is Branded Melville. It seems like a sustainable fashion brand whose products are composed of more natural and eco-friendly materials, and they also reuse offcuts to minimize textile waste. However, we still find it when we do the research, we found that Branded Melville disclosed insufficient information about its environmental policy, and its manufacturing practices are inherently unstable. So our sustainability assessments of Branded Melville, we rank it did worse than Uniqlo because we found it a lot of information here is scarred, a lot of steps along the supply chains as lack of transparency. The competitor brand we choose Reformation. In our sustainability assessment, we rank it did better than our Uniqlo because we think Reformation is in many ways an environmental leader. Even though when we do the research, we found it doesn't publish enough information about how and where its products are dyed. But they release their sustainability responsibility on its website, and they articulate their social commitments and social responsibility in a clear way. And their goal for 2020 was to reach 100% transparency into their Tier 1 and 2 supplier, and also create a roadmap to trace them and identify the most carbon investments area of the business. So this is the area we think Reformation did a good job in fashion sustainability area.
Uniqlo is striving for a high sustainability business model. It creates a circular supply chain model. It uses some sustainable, organic, or recycled materials, and during the manufacturing process, high technology have been used, and workers are highly educated and trained to ensure less energy used and less emissions released. In store operations, LED lighting have been used for energy saving, and all the stores have banned the use of plastic bags. When customers are planning to check out, washing, drying, and carrying instructions of some special designed garments will be provided by cashiers. The brand has its recycle program, which transforms clothing donations that cannot be reused into materials for automobiles or solid fuels. It collects its entire down items to 100% recycled down and feathers. Uniqlo creates a system that can connect its whole supply chain to its digital platform. It has a headquarters in Tokyo, aimed to integrate the process of planning, production, logistics, marketing, and sales. Besides, a IoT-based production system was introduced in Uniqlo's manufacturing plants overseas, which can share the real production status of each product. The supply chain has its strengths and weaknesses. Taking supplier as an example, during the global pandemic, Uniqlo promised to pay for completed orders from collaborated suppliers. For weaknesses, Uniqlo has witnessed some labor issues relating to its suppliers, like long working hours and strikes.
One of the biggest problems of Uniqlo is the wage and the working condition problems. The public image of Uniqlo is different from the reality due to the low transparency. However, on the Uniqlo official website, it announced that Uniqlo is an ethical and sustainable corporation that assists employees who has difficulties with their life and also with daily wages. However, Uniqlo owed Indonesia workers 5.5 million of money due to some unresolved wage issues, and also for those women who close to retirement. Uniqlo also refused to pay the certain payments due to some unknown reasons.
More information about working conditions needs to be published on Uniqlo's official website. Customers can find who made your clothing icon under each product. If they are interested in what's behind the garments, they can click on the icon to get information of different sectors that contribute to the products, including these workers' hobbies, family aspirations, working environment and responsibilities, their regular wages, overtime payment, and working hours. People can tip working teams to express their appreciation. All of the tips will go directly to the team's bank account and will be equally distributed to team members. The program will have a monthly cost of $30,000, including the salary of 5 employees responsible for this program, the cost of programming and website design, as well as traveling expenses of site visit to collect accurate information.
The second problem is that the Uniqlo program Uniqlo launched is very restricted in materials and regions. It collects all down jackets in selected Uniqlo stores, and the only number it disclosed is 620,000 down jackets were collected in Japan to make rejuvenated products. Customers has no idea whether the down jackets they bought are made of recycled materials, how and where the materials are recycled, and how to ensure the quality of recycled garments. Customers are not fully educated of the recycling process while they should be informed. Our recommendation is to include a recycle tag in each garment made of recycled materials. The tag indicates how much percentage of fabrics are made of recycled materials and comprises a QR code linked to a detailed page where customers can scan to watch videos of recycling process and learn how circular fashion makes huge contributions to the environment. Moreover, Uniqlo should expand recycle categories and partner with factories in different countries to reduce transportation costs, including money, time, emissions, human resources, and etc.
The third problem we identified in Uniqlo is a rampant overproduction problem, which might caused by insufficient distant logistics management. The famous Uniqlo SPA model helps to create supportive organizational and operational structure that facilitate the implementation of strategies to deliver on the brand promise. When we do the research, we found that the shortage cost and delivery insufficiency has been the major trouble in Uniqlo. So in 2018, Uniqlo tried to replace its 90% staff at its Japan warehouse by smart robots. But however, it is only implemented in Japan. As an international fashion company, Uniqlo has a lot of overseas warehouse. But the high intangible logistics costs, along with concerns, over 77% of cargo arriving at destination 10 days earlier than required. This was leading to overflows and capacity issue, as well as increased detention and demurrage, and the cost that comes with it. In other words, the increased detentions and demurrage issue could translate into another rampant overproduction problem, which will always be inherently unstable. In this paper, we wanted to develop a solution to help to solve the unstable rampant overproduction issue and help to speed up response to the market.
Another solution for reusing clothes would be the reprinted pattern program. The reprint technique would help customers to remove the original prints on the clothing and replace them with new prints. Uniqlo has a big selection of IP collaboration, for example with KOS, Disney, and many other pop artists. And those printed tees, they share the same cut and the same fabric. A reprint program for those collections would encourage customers to replace prints with the same garment at less than half price as an incentive after they got used to the old prints. This strategy would be part of the recycle program and would fit into both the values of environmentally friendly and personalization.